Now, sound, testing. We're good? Do I have you here? Hello? Woo! Okay, sound, the microphone. Can you guys believe that it had been so long that I haven't streamed that my microphones were out of battery? This is how bad the situation has been. Hello, everyone. Woo! We're here. 2025. It's been a very long time. How's everyone doing? Richard, very good to see you. At us too. Very good to see you as well. How are you doing? How's life? I haven't heard from you in a while. Uh, are you ready for Cadria? It's happening soon, and you're teaching a workshop, aren't you? Everyone, if you're going to Cadria, which is in Tokyo this March, at us2, big parametric camper is hosting a robotics workshop. You should definitely check him out. Very cool work. Adita, I don't know that we've met before. Very good to see you. So, wow, it's been a while. I'm so rusty. I feel like I haven't done this in forever, which is kind of true. So, quick recap. If you are, well, let's do the formal thing. Hello, everyone. This is Jose Luis. This is Parametric Camp. We do live streams on computational design. We hang out with beautiful people like Richard, Arastu, Adi, whom I just met today, and then what we do is we just hang out. We look at interesting computational design problems. We record videos. We build prototypes. We record some tutorials live in the company of the parametric campers, and then we edit them, we cut them, we trim them, we make them a little more streamlined, not really that much, but you know, I don't prepare that much for the videos really anyway, and then we publish them as slightly polished and sometimes as part of a larger playlist that you can think of as a course, a series, a small seminar, whatever you think. So if you want to learn more about what we do, we have social media. We're particularly active on Instagram, and we have a Discord server that you can join to have conversations with us offline and to figure out when we go live. Also, if you want to know when we go live, we have a Google Calendar that you can subscribe to. Links to everything, Instagram, Discord, and the Google Calendar are on the description of this video. All right? Okay, now let's catch up. It's the beginning of 2025. It's been a long time. And as you may have seen, if you follow this beautiful channel that we've been working on together for so many years, I haven't really streamed since early 2024. I'm talking, what, maybe May, maybe June was the last time we live streamed. Why is this? Well, you know, I have mentioned in the past, and I have shared a little bit on social media as well, that I went through some personal issues last year and the previous one, and that made live streaming and literally just catching up with fun projects or things that I did on the side a little challenging. And but things are much better right now. I actually have a lot of good news on many different aspects that I will share coming up in the next few months. So things are looking really good on this side of life. And that is a little bit of why I am reconnecting with the things that I like doing, my passions, and Parametric Camp is definitely very high on that list. So I am a person who believes in New Year resolutions, not because I think they are important or because there's anything special about thinking about what you want to do in New Year's in particular, but I think that they are a good opportunity to have a moment of introspection, a moment of mindfulness, and to look back at what you've been doing in the past and to look forward into what you want to do in the future and have a moment to like think about life and what you want to do with it. So actually every year I write a list of New Year intentions. I like the word better. It was suggested to me by a friend. Also, if you know my friend Nono Martinez Alonso, he's also a believer on these, how did he call them? Not milestones in life, but these days, New Year's, your birthday, Christmas, whatever, like random days across the year that people use to reflect and to strategize and to think about themselves. Not because of the day, there's nothing special about the day. What's special about you taking the moment to reflect. And I think that is a very healthy thing to do. Anyway, so every year I write a list of New Year intentions of what I want to do the next year. I look back at what I wrote last year, I compare, and then it gives me a very interesting measure of temperature, if you will, of what I am in life and what I want with it. Anyway, as you probably imagine, where I'm going with this, definitely parametric camp was on my list this year. I want to reconnect and I want to come back to doing this more often because I really enjoy it. And I actually received, for example, I actually received a beautiful email from this morning from someone I didn't know, just thanking me for the work and he was telling me about his life, he or she, I'm not sure. They were telling me about their lives and about how this work has changed them. It was beautiful. And these things, like, I think they have value. So that's all to say that I want to reconnect with the channel. I want to reconnect with the community. I want to reconnect with building fun things together. I also want to reconnect with being a bit more systematic about the content that I record and more structured about it. If you know the work that we do, you know that sometimes we just record videos on cool things, and that's fine. But very often we also try to record series of videos that end up building towards a playlist that covers many aspects of a particular topic. So for example, we have a playlist on learning Grasshopper, we have a playlist on learning how to code using C#, we have a full playlist on advanced development in Grasshopper, or in other words, if you know how to code and you want to do fancier, more advanced things in Grasshopper, like writing code in Grasshopper, or creating your own plugins, or doing dynamic animations, etc., etc. How to do those things, or more advanced topics. So we have a few of these. We also have a small playlist on AI, basically using OpenAI, ChatGPT, and image generators. I actually want to do some more work on that. And we, at some point in history on the channel, I'm going to bring this back. At some point in the channel, Arastu is posting, the workshop capacity is already full, but there's still a waiting list. Early bird is open for Cadria. Let's check this out. Yeah, Cadria. Where are the workshops? Which one is your workshop? Exactly. Collaborative design, robotic assembly. Who is Nicolas Rougeau? I haven't met this person. So Arastu is a longtime collaborator of the channel. He's also a friend, thanks to the channel. And interestingly, we haven't met in person ever, which would be really nice at some point. Maybe I should fly to Tokyo. It's just that the timing is really bad for me. March is going to be a very complicated month for me. And when was Cadria? Exactly. Oh, this is a terrible date for me, for reasons I will explain sometime soon. Anyway, yeah, no, I really wish, but it's probably the worst week in my life for me to go do anything anywhere. Uh, hey, Victor, good to see you. Victor is also a longtime collaborator of the channel and also a friend. And you are right. We have a playlist. Let me pull up the playlists. So if you go to playlists here, you see that we have a lot of different things. So for example, This is the intro to Grasshopper. Let me make this big, big time big. This is intro to Grasshopper. This is learning C# from scratch. This is using real-time communication for fun things with WebSocket. This is the one I was talking about before, advanced development in Grasshopper. And some list, this is one that we started a while ago, but we kind of abandoned it. This is a one that I did just testing Big Graphic. We may come back to this one because Big Graphic has made a few updates that are quite interesting. And then we had fun with AI, which is the one we're talking about right now. We had videos on what is the DALI API, getting your OpenAI key, which, by the way, you guys know that this is probably one of the most popular videos in my entire channel. Sadly, quote unquote, given all the effort that we put in, like, you know, computational design stuff, computer graphics, whatever. This is how YouTube works, you know. How to get your passport, how to get free credits on something, whatever. All these titles just get, you know, the YouTube algorithm just really props those up. And future updates, DALI, ChatGPT. I wrote a receipt parser with ChatGPT. I really thought this video was going to be more popular because it was pretty cool in my opinion, but I guess it didn't pick up. And you are right, Victor is pointing out that OpenAI is changing a lot. They change their API all the time. There's probably a lot of these videos that are already updated, and we already had to make this video and this video as updates to... Do I only have this web app? This is from 1 year ago. I think we probably just recorded a new version with the new API. Anyway, you're right, this probably needs some work. Yeah. So, yeah. Oh, Benas is a keynote? That's awesome. Adita, I just started learning about Grasshopper computational design. Thank you very much for recommending your channel. Everyone recommended your channel. Looking forward to learning from it. Oh, very nice. Well, if you want to learn Grasshopper, you know where to start. The playlist that we showed before, Intro to Parametric Modeling, is probably a good place to start. And otherwise, learning C# is going to be very helpful for you, given the things that we look at in this channel. So, what are we doing today? I wanted to take it easy today. Oh, wait, actually, sorry. I was talking about how in the past we made this list. This list is already like 2 years old or something. We made a list of topics and people voted, and this one. Yeah, this is from basically 2 years ago, 2023. Yeah, this is probably kind of old. Actually, you know what? This one, I kind of want to try it. Wave function collapse algorithm, because I think it's kind of cool. And it's going to be like 1 or 2 videos, so we can probably get it done. It's not a full list. Anyway, these are my votes, the ones that are highlighted right now. Okay, so yeah, we might be able to take a look at this, but I have other interests now. I need to take a double look at that, because also, as you already know me, a lot of the videos that I record, I end up using them as support material for the courses that I teach at the university. So there's some content that would be really helpful for the class that I teach this semester. Is called Procedural Fields, and it's about modeling, right? But modeling how can I say this? I should be able to say this, right? It's about modeling that uses algorithms, but it's based on some kind of discrete system, like pixels, voxels, and all the algorithms that we can use to model things in that context. Algorithms that typically come from the world of computer graphics, rather than 3D geometry. There are some overlaps, some interesting overlaps, and that's what I go over in the class. But there's a lot of algorithms that are very interesting that are not typically the ones that you use in Rhino or in Grasshopper, right? Because they are based on pixel grids or voxel grids. We have a video at some point. Where do we have this video? We have this video, this procedural. We have this video where I basically wrote this. Why do I get ads on my own videos? Where we basically made this like chunk of a Minecraft world using Grasshopper, and I wrote some algorithms to basically detect, to basically create combine levels of randomness to create this voxel world and to create like a Minecraft-like kind of world, which I thought was pretty interesting. So, I actually have a tiny printout of this in multi-material, multicolor 3D print, which is kind of cool. I need to show you at some point. Anyway, so the algorithms that I used here are based on the fact that we were working with a discrete three-dimensional grid of voxels. So there's a lot of interesting algorithms that you can use with this thing. Wave function collapse, the one I was pointing at before, is one of these. You need a discrete grid to work with. Minecraft-like world generators, RPG video games. All these techniques are very popular in video games. For example, the generation of mazes, like labyrinths, is also one that you have to use very interesting computational techniques like graph. You have to define the maze as a graph, and then you have to solve the graph. You have to use search algorithms, which is it's very interesting in my opinion. Fractals use some of these techniques as well. Lindenmayer systems use some of these techniques as well. And I don't think we have covered those in our videos. So maybe it could be a good opportunity for content. Anyway, but I need to think about this. I need to plan in a little more detail. What I would like to do though is, because I mostly want to hang out today, I came up with this idea. Hey Daxler, Pranav, good to meet you. I came up with this idea because, as I was saying, I got this wonderful email from a follower of the channel this morning who was telling me about how now he or she is committed to computational design, etc., etc. But they wanted to learn more, and he was asking me about different programs in the world to study computational design. And it kind of struck me that I kind of know a lot of these programs, but I don't know if I have somewhere, or if there's somewhere, a list of these kind of programs. And so if we cannot find it, maybe we can make it together as a fun activity. So maybe we can all just come together and write a list of programs in the world, master's programs, PhD programs, online programs, that we can, and then we can create a database and tell people where they can go study more if they're interested in this. Hey, Lernick, very good to see you. How you doing? So, how about we do that? Are you interested in this? This could be fun. So, let's get started then. So, how are we going to do this? So, probably it should be some kind of GitHub repo. We could use a Google Doc, but I kind of like... Also, I'm going to need someone. If we do a GitHub repo, I'm going to need someone to volunteer to moderate the repo. Or in other words, if people submit a pull request and they add more content to the list, who's going to moderate that, Can I ask for volunteers? Is anyone interested in joining this effort? This could be really, really nice. So let's get it started then. So I'm going to start by going to GitHub, and I'm going to go to parametric camp. I'm going to view the organization, and I'm going to start a new repo. And the repo is going to be, what is it going to be? The repo is going to be computational design programs. Maybe. On a community-driven list of worldwide programs on computational design topics. Okay, we're gonna make this public. We have a README, and that's basically going to be the... After the Akita conference, I'm up for the GitHub thing. Okay, sounds good. I'll give you permissions for this then. Git ignore, well, we're gonna create the repository. Fantastic. I'm going to clone it in my system. So I'm going to go to, where do I have this? Parametric camp. Look, parametric camp here. So I'm going to open a terminal in my parametric camp, blah, blah, blah. And I'm going to git clone the repo. Okay, and then I'm going to cd into computational design programs. All right, and have a README file. And I'm going to start fantastic. Okay, so we are going to drop this file here, computational design programs, and I'm going to do a markdown preview. Okay, so computational design programs, a community. All right, we're going to. How can I do this? So first of all, a quick, really quick list here amongst us. So if you are in the chat right now, and you're more than welcome to please help us and just post on the chat right now any program that you think exists in the world that people can subscribe to or join. And this is a master's degree, this is a PhD programs, these can be online programs, if people want to study more computational design, and then we can fill in more details about this. So for example, I'm going to say the Masters in Design Studies mediums, and this is the one that I teach in our university, Graduate School of Design. Then, for example, this marks, this is called the MDes. This is the Masters in Science, the one at MIT. What is that called? Marks MIT Computation. The Masters of Science in Architectural Studies. This one, Master of Science in Architecture Studies, Computation, and this is at MIT. And this can be Harvard GSD. What else do we have? Other programs that I know of, the MS-RAS. The MS-RAS at UPenn. MSD-RAS, yes. The Master of Science in Design, Autonomous Systems, this one. And University at UPenn. And for example, we're going to say MIT, and then Harvard GSD. Okay, and we can add links to all of this at some point. And this is the Marks. How do they? The Smarks. Okay, there you go. Arc Manu in Australia, directed by Hank. How's it going? I have no idea. Never heard of that program. Let's look it up. Hank Hausler, Australia. Arch Manu. What is this? University of South Wales. Okay, location, teaching and supervision with okay, so one step at a time. So Arastu, can you share a link to that program? I don't know if you can share links on the chat, but if you can share it on Discord, I can take a look at that. Victor, you bring up a very good point, and that's fine. It's fine if there's not a program. What you can say is like you can point to the school and you can say, in this school, in this particular university, there's the Masters in Architecture, but there's a research group that you can subscribe to. And then in that group, you can specialize in computational design, for example. Okay, I see you, Arastum. Computational design program. New degree, computational design, Sydney, Australian architects. What is this? Je refuse. What is this? No. UN, University of South Wales, Built Environment Program, School of the Built Environment, Arts and Design. What is this? Our school. This is a school. Study areas. Design Futures Lab, student work, design. But engagement and impact, research clusters. So there's an art and design, social, the built environment. Study with us. So, okay, let's study with you. Okay, I don't know. Okay, so if someone finds it, this can be part of this can be part of the new on computational design, talks about the computational design industry and profession. Okay, well, I don't know. All right, so this is master degrees. Master's degrees. I never know if it's master of or masters. Then for doctoral degrees. So we have the Doctor of Design, DDes at Harvard GSD. Then we have also this PhD in computation, right? Same thing. PhD in computation, MIT. Okay. I'm going to hide this for the time being. Why is this not updating? Whatever. Oh, what else? Oh, iTech, ICD, International Masters in Design Research, Interactive Technology in Architectural Research, MSc program, I guess this is Master of Science Program in Interactive Technologies, and that's going to be called the iTech University of Stuttgart. Okay, so that's good. We like that. The iTech website, and we will need to add websites to all of this. Okay. All right. Any other guesses for programs? Any others? I see the bonfire, Arch menu about. What is this? It's an industrial information training center that was founded by the Australian and officially commenced in February. It is hosted out of the UNSW and supported by researchers. Oh, you can write links? Use a code. Oh, okay. Combines apply cutting edge is it conferences, but is this a program? More information. Computational design, how to apply. What is computational design? What to study here? Careers in computational design. Okay. I mean, this looks like a program. Inquire, contact. Anita Lawrence, blah, blah, blah. Where is this? New South Wales. What is New South Wales? Sydney? Oh, I see. Yeah. All right. Okay, that could be it. So this would be is this a master's degree? This is a study area. But is this a degree? Bachelor of Computational Design? Transform creative thinking into real-time, real-life solutions. Gain efficiency with the bachelor. You'll take in okay. Research methods, overview, entry requirements. I have never heard of this program. Entry requirements. What will I study? Literature reviews, one thesis, future careers, how to apply fees, design technology manager, smart cities, Bachelor of Computational Design honors. I don't know what is honors? I don't really understand what this means. Yeah, it's a bachelor's. Okay. So Bachelor of Computational Design. Okay, well, we could add it, of course. University of New South Wales. And all of this will need, this is going to need, sorry, this is going to need a link. So we're going to add the link here. Okay. And then, I mean, since we're adding links, let's just add more links to stuff. Okay. So Arch is an industrial information center that was founded by the Australian research, news, projects, app training, download, logging, partners, people, research. I don't know that there's a program that you can learn here from. Hank had a visit to Tokyo last year and was talking about this. He's a friend of Yasushi. Okay. Research symposium, the unsung heroes to word architectural, blah, blah, blah. All right. There's also a course, the Architecture Informatics Lab at the Ikeda Lab at the University of Tokyo. Do you have a link to that? Aras too. Carnegie Mellon also has a master's and PhD in computational design. You are right. CMU, master, computational, and University of Michigan also has, right? Okay, let's okay, I'm gonna try to add links here. So pop, then this. So we want this, and then so this is going to be the link, and then Smarks MIT Computation. Very good, and that's going to be the same also for this program. Okay, and the MDes mediums. All right. Master in Design Studies mediums. Okay, so this is looking good, and the DDes, GSD as well. Doctor of Design. Beautiful. Fantastic. Okay, we got something going on. Ah, this is Maggie, a student of mine. She's working at Samsung right now. Carnegie Mellon. Masters of Computational Design. Wait, what? Computational Design program. Dara and Danielle. Masters of Science in okay, so let's add it here. Master of Science in Computational Design. Does it have a shorthand? CMU. And here, PhD in Computational Design, CMU, same link. Beautiful. About the program. Okay, fantastic. Ooh, we got the Art Tokyo. Let's see. Yasushi Ikeda. About exploring, what is that mission? So what is this again? What is this again? Arastu, is this a research lab that you can apply to do a master's at or a doctorate, or how does this work again? Bit of topic, have you tried or looked at Pulsar? No, I have not. Pulsar is a highly, no. Pulsar edit, text editor, community-led, hyper hackable text editor. I have not, but I will take a look. What's so good about this? How is it better than VS Code? Maybe Benas labs at MIT. Benas, yes. Benas. Well, in general, most media lab groups have master's degrees of some kind. I don't know if it's a structured program, but yes, I guess we could. That could be an option. Can apply to Professor Ikeda's lab for the master, which is the same model as Benassis lab. Basically, people can apply to Professor Ikeda's lab for masters. Okay, so then maybe that's a new category. And this is research labs. These labs typically accept applications to do residency or research with them, and some offer a master's degree as a result. And so, for example, that's going to be the Ikeda Lab, University of Tokyo. And no. And so, for example, that would be one. And then Venas's lab would be the critical, it was critical matter, right? Critical matter lab, MIT Media Lab. And what is her website? Exactly. There you go. Beautiful. What else do we got? The lab is super into architectural informatics with a lot of freedom to work on design, computational design. Very good. Very good. Beautiful. And then here, maybe I can write material processes and systems group. This is going to be maps, Harvard GSD. I think we can add the block research group here at the okay, so that's going to be this one, then block research group. Is there any program at the ETH that is specifically about computational design? Block research group, ETH. I think it's important to clarify whether the program have core courses, because lab-based masters are very project dependent, may not always have a heavy entry focus on computation. Okay, can I copy this? I'm just gonna, or PhD degrees as a result. And please note that it how can we write this? Please note that the conditions and the work done in these labs can vary significantly. The admission conditions, course requirements, and financial conditions can widely vary in these groups. This is a good way of saying this. Okay. ETH Master in Computational Design. Well, this is cool. Mass ETH in Computational Structural Design. What is this? Organizer. Who's the organizer? Oh, I like these people. Is this new? Okay, where are we? So I'm gonna add this here. Mass ETH in computational design and computational structural design, ETH, and then we're going to add it here as a link. Okay, now this is okay. So let's if we open the preview, this is what people will see. And actually, if I push this, okay, so let me then just load this here. All right. So if I do readme and I do preview, this is what people will see. And master degrees, research labs. Ooh, I think Skylar's lab. Skylar Tibbetts lab. The self-assembly lab. Yeah. This is a cool one too. Self-assembly lab at MIT. This is also a cool one. What I would like to do though, so let's see. So for example, if I commit this initial stream of consciousness, okay, and I submit this, then the GitHub parametric camp, GitHub, exactly. If I submit this and people land on this, by the way, I'm going to share the link right now on Discord, right? Then people are going to see this. And this is what I want people to, they just land here and they can really quick start clicking on all these links, right? And take a look. But I would like to also kind of let people add some notes in terms of this is run by such and such professor. Actually, wait. Okay. This is run by such and such professor. Or this is where the tuition is this much or this much. Or I don't know. Or a good person to talk to would be this person. I would like to kind of add notes. So how can we do that? Should I just write here, this is the one where Jose Luis from Parametric Camp teaches. And then nerd, and then camp, you know? I would like to do that. So what do we do? Do we do like a list within a list or something like that? Hey, La Mirage, good to see you. Also, what is this? What are you posting here? Organized by Otto. Pulsar, the best code editor? What? Ah, this is about Pulsar. Okay. So Pulsar is the successor of Atom, but Atom is not a great code editor, actually. It's a text editor, but it's not a great code editor, in my opinion. Anyway, we can take a look at this later, because otherwise I know myself, and I'm going to derail from the main goal. Okay. What was I saying? I was saying, is this a good way, like nested lists within lists, to add comments? Sound like this is a result. This will result in a website that can query and filter degrees by requirements. That sounds like a lot of work, man. That sounds like a full project. I'd rather just keep it simple so that people can just, so that it's a flexible and moving document, right? Also, online degrees. Well, what is the degree? The design morphine degree. Design morphine degree. Masters. Okay. Yeah, design masters, considering masters of science. Uh, okay, design morphine, manifesto, design chapters, degree, master of science in computational advanced design. All right, so this is it. Then MSc CAD, and then the university is what? UASCE, right? So this is the link. So this will be the link. And then, for example, I would want to say here, this is the online program run by Mike Pryor from Design Morphine. Is Design Morphine one word or two words? It's one word, looks like, right? Like parametric cam. Are online degrees reputable? Very good question. So I don't know about this one, but I do like the word of Mike Pryor, so I would assume he would have done a good job. This one is also certified by a actual university. And also, in general, I would not want this list to be something that is vested or where actually only the ones that we think are reputable or not, whatever, because then we have to start being the jury of this program, and I don't want to get into that. So I would rather just make it comprehensive and then let people decide what works for them or not. And is this still run by Mike Pryor? Yes, it is. Beautiful. And Nicholas, he was kind of my student. Alejandro García Gadea, Mateus. There's a lot of known people here. James Alessandro is teaching this? Nice. Beautiful. Okay. We should start an online program ourselves. Come on. It would be so cool. Why do I know Luis Quiñones? Why does he ring a bell? Yediminas. Wow, that's a lot of people. What is this? Members, faculty? Okay, whatever. Let's not get lost. All right. So Luis used to teach advanced robotic programming here. Masters of iTech. For example, about this one, tuition is pretty good, right? Interactive tuition. What is the tuition? You think so? I don't know that Luis Quiñones being a soccer player is. I'm not a soccer person at all. What is the tuition for this program? It's actually pretty low, I believe, right? Financing. Fees and costs. Tuition. Okay, tuition is very, very low. So where is this one? Tuition fee. Okay. To start an online degree, a goal of 2025. Well, the issue is right now for me, it's kind of a conflict of interest because I teach full time at a university, but definitely, if that were to not be the case at some point, it's definitely something I would consider doing. You would all hear about that right firsthand, for sure. Okay, does this sound like okay, and for this one, Jose Luis is also involved in the teaching of this program. Um, critical matter. This lab is run by Benas Farai. This lab is run by Martin Besthold, led by Philippe. I want to get his name correct. BRG Group ETH. People, team, Philippe. Exactly. Led by led by led by can I get his name correct? Led by Yasushi Ikeda. All right. Led by Skylar Tibbets. Okay. Arastu from from the PCAM community is very involved in this lab. Can I say that? Ikeda, not. Did I write IKEA? Great. What was Arastu? Arastu GitHub. What was your exactly? And Arastu Kajim. This one. And okay. I'm a project academic specialist at the lab. Is a project academic specialist in this lab. So this is part of it. Okay. Alrighty. Beautiful. Okay. So, any other PhD programs? Oh, University of Michigan has stuff. Let's double check that. University of Michigan Computational Design. Computational Design at Tubman College. This sounds like a class, not a program. Masters. They used to have a robotics masters or something. Design science at Michigan Statistics. Machine engineering. No, not this one. This is the one. MSDMT. Yeah, exactly. MDMT. This is the one. Digital and Material Technologies. I know this guy. I've met him at conferences, I think. So, who are faculty here? Request info now. RS2 academics postdoc. Ahmed, there is also MSc of Architectural Computation at UCL. Oh, let's take a look at that one. Researcher, staff with a master's degree, Victor. Okay. All right, so let's add this one. Master of Science, Digital and Material Technology. So MSDMT, U Michigan. UMich. This one is very robotics oriented, correct? Am I correct? This one is fairly geared towards digital fabrication and robotics. Is that true? Or am I misrepresenting this degree? Focus on advanced fabrication technique, material systems, and blah, blah, blah. I think yes. I think this is fair to say. And this is Wes. View the faculty. Well, this is the entire faculty of the architecture department. Okay. Okay. All right. UCL, MSc, Architecture and Computation. Architecture and Computation, MSc. Fine, whatever. Architecture and Computation, MSc. You should, this is the central question at the heart of Tawai Architects versus. Philippe Morel, okay. Architecture, Computation, MSc, UCL. Well, we're gonna do this then. Yep, Architecture, Computation, MSc at UCL. Okay. Talking about the Bartlett, they also have a DFM and DFP, which includes some computation. What is a DFM and DFP? UCL DFM. What is it? Design for manufacture. Oh, design for manufacture. And then what is DFP? Design for production? Prepares new professional for highlight, develop. All right. Yeah, I guess it does have fabrication and computation, yeah. And it is architecture. This is a good one. We also need to look at IAC, programs at IAC. Design for performance. UCL, design for performance and interaction, MARC. Okay. This radical program teaches people to design performances and interactive experiences. Wow. Sounds cool. All right, we're doing this. I'm actually learning a lot today. So, design for performance and interaction, MARC at UCL, and then what else? Design. Then this, and then design for manufacture. Design for manufacture. Okay. So this, and then UCL, and then this one. The two programs above are masters in architecture, but they have very strong computational content for fabrication or interaction. Okay. All right. Arastu, Nicolas Rougeau, EPFL. Ah, your colleague. Laboratory for Timber Constructions, iBoys. Okay. We can add it to the list here. Laboratory for Timber EPFL. And we add it there. Okay. Let's push this. More programs and comments. Beautiful. And we're going to close this. We're going to close this. What did I do? Did I shut it down? GitHub parametric camp. Okay. It's looking good. Beautiful. What else? What else do we have? IAC. Well, I mean, the entire IAC. Computation programs. Masters in Advanced Computation. Oh, sounds like this is the one, right? MACAD. Masters in Advanced Computation for Architecture and Design. Okay. So there's a lot of programs, folks. Okay, MACAD at IAC. And this is the link. Beautiful. Master in Advanced. Okay. Learning. I got to see lots of computational designers from Polimi and Delft, so they must have such programs. Okay, let's take a look. Politecnico di Milano Computational Design. Computational Design and Digital Fabrication. Complementary courses, Project Laboratory, Informatic Laboratory, Workshop Docente, CFU Presenta. Is this a program? The DRL, MTech, yeah. We have to add those two, you're right. Masters in Advance. Okay, let's, education. And it's in English, Computation, Project Laboratory, Informatic Workshop. Huh? I don't know. I don't know. So I guess that one is not going to make it. TU Delft Computational Design. Computational Design and Mechanics. Computational Design Studio, Intro to Computational Design. Who's teaching this, by the way? Okay. All right. Computational Design and Mechanics. Welcome to the section, Algorithms, me about departments, precision makings, research. This is a research lab. This is not a program. This is actually a department. Yeah, well, if we find programs, thank you, Learning, but I don't really see the programs themselves. So if we find the programs, then we can perhaps add them. So what else? We have IAC, yes, IAC, Master in Robotics and Advanced Construction. Oh no, you're not wrong. I'm sure there's a lot of people who are really good at it. It's just that since we're focusing on programs, you know, but if you find the link to the program, like that would be great. Masters. So okay, so this is going to be here. So Mark IAC and Mrak. Mrak. Okay. Okay, beautiful. And then AADRL, Architecture Design Research Laboratory, is a professional design research program that leads to an MR. Social agenda simulating the real. Shage, Theodore. Shage, Theodore. Okay, let's do it. So what is this called, really? Architecture and Urbanism, MArch, at the AA. All right. Computational Methods in Architecture from Cardiff University. Ooh. Computational Methods in Architecture, Cardiff. What is this? MSc, whatever. Yeah. Oh, freaking cookies. This course addresses the need for creative working with the IT, digital fabrication, simulation, and custom software development. Ah, Wasim, yeah, fantastic. Yeah. Courses, but this is a course. So study computational methods in architecture. All right, fantastic. We like this. Computational methods in architecture. Cardiff University. And then we're gonna add a link here. Oh, nope. Beautiful. Wow, there's a lot of programs. I did not expect this. I thought it was gonna be Emerging Technologies and Design program. The MTech. I think I've given lectures here. If I remember correctly. Yes, I think I've given lectures, online lectures in this program. Hey, Andres. Andres, it's going to be helpful for you too. Okay, so emergent technologies and design MTech at the AA. Beautiful. And then we're going to push this up so that it's close to the AA. Beam oriented, not sure if this fits the list. Well, we can add it. So civil engineering, MSc, civil engineering, MSc at Tufman. Technique, this one, not Tufman, at Technische Universität Berlin. Okay. Is this the one, Victor? Content and modules. I used to speak German a while ago. Yeah. I mean, this definitely feels a little more like an oddball, but we can add it. Why not? Okay. Civil Engineering, MSc, Technische Universität Berlin. This one is perhaps less architecture oriented, but more on the BIM and architecture and project management side. Taught in German only. Okay, I need to take a quick break. 1 minute, I'll be right back. And then we're just going to push this and talk about how to maintain this list over time, because I think we did a pretty good job already so far. So don't go anywhere. I'll be right back in 1 minute. Okay, can you hear me? Well, I'm using the other receiver, but this one is also pretty bad on battery. So if I go silent, just let me know, please. Okay, so where were we? I think this is pretty good. So more programs. Okay, so let's add a few comments here. I community during work on computational design topics. Most of these programs are around these programs focus on architecture and the build environment, but some of them are more more in the arts. Which reminds me, I want to add the ITP NYU program. Okay, so this one, ITP NYU. Daniel Schiffman from the coding train teaches here. No architecture, mostly media studies, art and media studies. Okay, the coding. Did I write his name correctly? I never know if it's two F's or two N's. Yes, good. Beautiful. When am I getting a Wikipedia page? What do you think about the MArch in architectural design at UCL? I don't think anything because I don't know that I know it. But if it's a regular MArch, then that is kind of like MArch in architectural design at UCL. If it's a regular MArch, then it's a little off. We're not focusing on that. We want specifically computational design or technology or something in that domain. That's what I would look like. This list explicitly excludes regular MArch programs that don't have some kind of emphasis on technology or computation. Actually, wait, I need to add this one. Exactly. This is the first program that I did in computational design, and that's the one that actually led me to learning more and getting a degree and all of that. MITD. Okay. All right, so we're gonna do this. I want to add this. MITD. Master Universitario de Innovación. MITD. And yeah, this one has to be here because I kind of love it. All right. Very low tuition fees taught in Spanish. Okay. So this is a master's on technology, and it's not computation, it's mostly technology and architecture. But yeah, Jose Luis used to guest lecture here. Jose Luis took this did this degree and used to guest lecture here. So, all right. I'm not trying to say anything negative, but MArch AD, the non-part 2, is very Chinatown, Amlash, whatever it is. I was in this program. Depending on the RC, there might be no technical computation involved. Yeah, so I don't think we want to judge the population or what the typical candidates for the programs are. And again, for me, like you can come to the GSD and do a regular MArc, but also take a lot of computation courses. That's fine. I think this list must be specific about programs that do have a technology or a computation angle. Just one RC out of 9 is zero computation, but the workshops have JS. What is an RC? What is that? What is that term? ITP NYU. Low residency program, interactive media arts. Okay. Research cluster. I see. Thank you. Okay. If you want to contribute, please feel free to submit a pull request. Notes. Keep the notes for each program as factual as possible. Is that true? Are we being factual here? I guess. So, all right. This is basically doctoral degrees. This list includes doctoral degrees with an emphasis. Degrees at the school level. You may also get similar degrees by working with a research lab. See below. Okay. Beautiful. For including computational, I think MArc 80 is great for exploring possibilities because of all the different RCs, but if you're already aware that you're city focused, I think it's better focus programs. The GIS app, oh, in Colombia, right? GA's app, MS Computational Design. Yeah, you're right. Overview. What about Cornell? Cornell did have one of these? Master of Science in Computational Design Practices. Okay. Colombia. Okay. There you go. Good one, Dino Prosi. I won't disagree. Okay. Beautiful. Did I post the link to where we are right now? Can I post links here? Yes, I can. Oh, Sita, you're right. Architecture and computation. Programs are taught in English unless otherwise noted. Computation in Architecture, Master Program. Aha. Beautiful. At Royal Danish Institute. Beautiful. Master Program, Computation in Architecture at the Royal Danish Academy. Royal Danish Academy. Beautiful. Wow, there really are a lot of programs. Vanessa Yamamoto, MPDA UPC Barcelona. Ooh, let's take a look at that. MPDA UPC Barcelona. Oh, master's degree in parametric design and architecture. I wonder if the Coda folks teach here. Paulo de Solá Morales is here? Interesting. Ah, Roberto Molinos. Nice. Why do I know Belén Torres? Academic direction? Yeah, these are the Coda folks. So, teaching staff, academic direction, guest lectures. All right, I guess this is it. The UPC School MPDA. Okay. So, master's degree in parametric MPDA UPC. Beautiful. That's nice. Good call. Thank you, Vanessa. ETH DFAB Math. We already have the MTech. Prakar. ETH DFAB Math. What is this? In architecture and digital fabrication. Okay. Oh. And who is organizing this? Okay. So, in architecture and digital fabrication, so where is the ETH? We had the ETH somewhere here. Okay. ETH. Is this the same? In mass ETH in architecture and digital fabrication. Yeah, it's the same thing, right? Okay, so do I have the right link? The arc. All right, so then what is the link here? All right. That's a good one. You still want, what do you still want? Amlan and Dino, what do you folks want? The AA MTech? But we have it on the list. Is that what you're talking about? Here. The MTech. 2 grass. That's quite a bit of CD, but I don't think it's a separate program. MR AD UCL in the list of programs. Okay. Let's take a look again. Must MArch in architect. This is the one, right? MArch AD, UCL. I am sorry, but I disagree on this one. If, yeah, you can take one research cluster and you can do computation, but it's not specifically the other page. Which other one? This one? Is this the one? But it's the same program, no? Okay, well, maybe you are convincing me here. Okay. Molly Claypool, Alvaro Lopez, Gills, Architect Gills and Tyson. I see. Yeah. Maybe you're right. Okay. B Pro. 5 graduate programs. Architectural computation, architectural design, data theory, urban design. Do we have this one? Architectural computation? Okay, let's take a look. UCL, architectural computation, MSc. MSc. Who teaches this? Philippe Morel, Sean Hanna, Marta Tsisaki. Yeah. And AD, what about architecture and digital theory? Who's teaching this? Core modules. Okay, fine. Let's do the architectural design MArch. Thought over 12 months. Research clusters. Monumental wastelands. Robotic architecture. Valentina. Tyler. I see. Yeah, I mean, the faculty is pretty computational. Daniel Widrig. Costas. I don't know a lot of these people. Okay. Okay, fine. You convinced me. We're doing this. Okay, so where is the UCL? Here. Okay. Architectural design MArch. Architectural design MArch at UCL. The program has a lot of emphasis and faculty on computational design topics. Fine. Okay. Are you happy now, Emlyn? Sounds good. You convinced me. It's probably a good place to go if you want to learn computational design. Okay, that's a pretty comprehensive list. Ooh. Okay. Fantastic. Ah. Whoa, that was a lot. Oh, actually, I have to jump to another meeting. Okay, so I'm going to push this. More programs and notes. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to shut down everything. I'm going to refresh this. And I'm going to give permissions to folks, collaborators. Oh, geez. Where's my phone? This authentication stuff is so boring. Okay. Okay, and I'm going to give Okay, add people. All right. And okay. And Victor, can I add you to this as well? Ooh. Which one was what was your GitHub? GitHub Victor Lin. Ah, this one. Lin YCV. Lin YCV. There you go. This is mostly if people start submitting pull requests or whatever to just take a look at them and approve or what, you know. Beautiful. Well, this was great, folks. This is a very comprehensive list. There's a lot of masters, definitely. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 25. And I'm sure there's a lot that we have forgotten. Then there must be more PhD programs. And there's definitely many more research labs than this. Well, but it's a start. Okay. Beautiful. And let's pump this up. So, how can I settings? Where was the highlighting of repos? There was somewhere where you could, in the repos, you could just feature which repos you thought were more interesting here. Where was that? You can only pin 6. Yeah, I know. But where is the pinning? Wow, this repo is very popular. Huh. Okay. But where was the pinning part? I forget. What is Dina suggesting? Architecture and Technology doctoral program. That's probably a good one, yeah. Okay, fine. Add it. ETH and okay, sounds good. Okay, add it to the list now. I'm trying to find where. Okay, GitHub groups how to pin a repo. In the top right corner of GitHub, then click your profile. Popular. Yeah, but this is for me. Pin repositories on GitHub for an organization. If you add bio. Social accounts, building Gravatar, Patreon, developer, terms of service. The repositories tab. This from 2019. Okay. Pin repositories, tutorials. Okay, beautiful. That's what we're going to pin. Beautiful. That was it. I see from the overview tab, there's a customized pin link. Yeah, here. Beautiful. Ah, all right, fantastic. Well, that was great. I think we did a really good job with this. I wonder if we should make a video or something. Like, hey, want to learn computational design? Check out these programs. You know, something like that. We can probably make a video of that, but we're not going to do it today because I have to go have a meeting at 11 my time. Well, folks, this was great. Actually, before we do that, no, yes, this was great. This was really great, actually. And I appreciate reconnecting with all of you and with the channel, doing something a bit more community driven and more participatory. That feels like an endorsement. What is an endorsement? What do you mean? An endorsement? I see from the overview tab there's a customized pin. That feels like an endorsement. The endorsement, the pinning, you mean, is not an endorsement. It's just like I want to highlight this repo for people to see easily, you know? Anyway, so I'm very happy that we did this more participatory. I think this is a really good reconnection, uh, as opposed to me just writing, as opposed to me just punching code the first time we see each other in about a year. Video points out the schools. Ah, I see your point. Well, I mean, as long as in the video we phrase it that this is not an endorsement, we don't know people, we're not participating in these programs, it's just a list. You know, you do your own research. I think it should be fine. SDE create Berkeley PhD program in TU Munich. Okay, well, Quebec, those sound great. Would you like to do a pull request on the repo and then submit those programs? That would be fantastic. If you do, we will approve them, okay? All right, so next time we meet, we'll make a short video like, hey, you want to learn computational design? We made a list of programs out there in the world, so you may want to check them out. That's a possibility. And then maybe at that point, I have already decided what we're going to work in. I kind of feel that it's going to be one of those exploratory videos where I'm just going to try to build something with the wave function collapse algorithm, because I've been meaning to just get my hands dirty a little there. So we may just try that out. And if it works out, then maybe we make a more formal video, or maybe we may build a plugin. There must be a plugin. Someone must have made a plugin in Grasshopper for that. I'm sure, you know. Okay, fantastic. It was a great pleasure. Thank you very much, everyone. Hopefully see you next week. Same time, same day, probably Friday at 9 a.m. And if you like what you saw, you may want to consider subscribing, liking this video, turning on notifications, and all those things you do on YouTube these days. Thank you very much, and happy 2025. See you.